Ladies and gentlemen of the media and the public, welcome to Webb County. I've called this press conference today to clarify several issues that are related to the water treatment facility that provides water to the residents of Rio Agua and Cenizo. Back in 2014, when the county was approached with multiple violations stemming from the TCEQ's investigations and third-party evaluation, as well as the knowledge of the impending new regulation, the county did not shy away from these responsibilities to our customers. A commitment was made to make the improvements and very large investment needed to bring the plant and the system not only to compliance, but to a level that was surpassed by the state's requirements. This commitment continues today, and it is evident that of the 37 violations having been addressed by our team operators and plant managers, we are right now currently out of the 37 violations we have completed 34 out of 37. Our utilities department has made many improvements and objectives have been achieved that gives us confidence that the water being produced is high quality and safe to use to the consumer. Millions of dollars have been invested in the past couple of years lifting the plant's ability to safely and consistently provide the quality of water expected by our customers. The recent public notice provided to our customers is a technical requirement. And I repeat, the recent public notice provided to our customers is a technical requirement with specific required language provided by TCEQ to notify the customers that certain new rules were not previously met by our plant's treatment operations. The compliance goal for this rule requires the department to acquire and install a UV disinfecting system at a cost of just over $500,000. TCEQ has been working with us every step of the way to assure that the model and equipment we have identified meets the guidelines and expectations before we purchase and install the equipment. TCEQ has been very diligent in ensuring the department addresses all prior violations and corrective action has been submitted and reaching compliance. TCEQ has dispatched a specialized optimization team to verify monitoring and reporting within the plant. This team has qualified our online metering equipment. TCEQ has conducted a comprehensive inspection in the last month that was very positive and should provide confidence in both the county and TCEQ with that our progression is on track. Delays in the acquisition of the UV disinfection system has occurred due to both the county and TCEQ review of equipment to assure that the investment is equipment that will meet the required enhanced treatment. Expectations of all the installation of the UV disinfection system after full construction and installation and training is scheduled for September 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you that the water being produced from Webb County's water facility is safe to drink. And with that said, I will open it up for questions and answers. Yes, Senator.
So when I spoke with Mr. Montemayor yesterday, he said that the UV system, radiation system, I believe, would be in place by September, and the notice says that the violations happened until March. So what had happened starting April to clear, I guess, fix what violations were?
Well, the 34 that we have been able to, the requirements to meet, 34 violations, plus the other 3 obviously are time sensitive, meaning the UV protecting UV ray, and that one's going to be hopefully up by September. That one we're just trying to figure out with TCEQ, and we're just trying to get our engineers at TCEQ we got the best possible equipment that we can get for that particular plant, and that's the reason. I think that's the question you're asking, right? I mean, it's just time sensitive on that particular requirement.
Okay, but what happened in March to, I guess, correct what was not being monitored correctly?
Well, what happened really in March, what happened is that it's not that it was,
we had the approval in February.
Correct.
Right.
Just to make sure.
Right. Basically, we had. I think you're addressing one of the 2 items on the public notice. I think she's asking about the SCADA system.
Oh, okay.
And that was replaced. Is now in
Yes.
operation.
The SCADA system, what it was that was also we had just. I think that was about 5 weeks ago that we just put that in. And what the SCADA system was that we were monitoring every 2 hours manually. And that in itself was one of the violations. So once that SCADA system was placed in there, now it is being monitored every 15 minutes, and it is done by a computer, right? So with that said, I mean, that's one of the 34 that, I mean, well, it's 33 now, it's 34, so we're in compliance with that. Absolutely. And what that does, it checks the turbidity levels. And right now we're doing great water, I can tell you that much. Yes. Producing it. Any questions?
Do y'all want to ask questions, or do you want to do separate interviews?
I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
In the advisory that was sent out, it said that you guys couldn't guarantee the quality of the water from the months of October 2014 through the March 2015.
Yes, sir. And what that means is basically that is CCEQ's language that we have to post, and we're going to continue posting just for your future references and future knowledge, that we will continue posting this every month till we come to 100% compliance. So this is the language that CCEQ has required from us, and all we're doing is we're just, we're definitely being in compliance with it. This is the language they want us to put. Absolutely, we're going to do it. So this wasn't new to us. We knew this language was going to have to be. We're the ones that put it on last week. We're the ones that put it on. So we're not trying to hide anything. More than anything, we're just trying to be as transparent as possible. Obviously, maybe we could have done this last week, but nevertheless, we're here today to try to let everybody know that we are definitely producing really good water. Yes.
Why was nothing said in October when this issue began?
I'm not sure if it wasn't mentioned in October. Obviously, I wasn't here. I'm not going to speak for October. But I think that certain requirements were asked of Webb County, and I think we're just complying, and we're complying with them. And here we are in March, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of it.
When do you guys see yourself, fixing all those violations? You have like 2 left, you said?
I think we have 3 left, and I think those are just time sensitive. One of them, I think, probably the most important, Adrian, and I correct this with you, September of this year, 2015, we should have that up and running, and we should already have everybody being able to work that equipment. Yes.
I just want to address the issue in regards to the UV disinfection and the installation of the system in place. In October 2014, these new rules came into place. We had already been in the process of acquiring and installing the UV disinfection system, but because of the technology, the requirements for the state had to provide us with an approval of the model that we were recommending to purchase and install. That was delayed extensively to where we just recently in February received a notice from the state that the model we're proposing is acceptable to meet the required treatment levels, and therefore we can proceed to purchase it, and that's what we've been doing. So essentially since February we're in the process of purchasing the equipment, and which is something that comes from Germany, is constructed out of Germany, so it takes a while to be able to get the units in. And there is also extensive construction to occur in the plant, so there's quite a bit of planning stages.
My question is for Commissioner Shidon. Commissioner, you said at previous Commissioners Court meetings that the county has been monitoring safety and that levels were, the water is safe to drink and various things like that. Why hadn't this issue been detected on the website you had proposed, I believe, a few months ago?
No, first of all, let me thank everybody for being here, and I want to assure the residents of Precinct 1 that, especially here around Cenizo that we service with our water, that we do have clean drinking water. I think that everything we put on the website has been in compliance. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I think every single monitoring visit that we've had, we've been in compliance. In fact, TCEQ also sent a letter out in one particular instance where They actually said that the water at that particular time was clean. You know, it's a very strict process. It's a very difficult process that we've taken in the county judge and the commissioner's court. I took office in November, judge took office in January. 37 violations are, you know, very serious violations. We're down to 3. I think that if we make sure that the utilities department has what they need, has the proper equipment, I think that we will be able to take care of it on by September. But is it clean, drinkable water? Absolutely. Right now it is clean, drinkable water. We're going to continue giving the utilities department what they need as far as equipment. One will be put on the agenda this coming meeting, and I think that we move forward from there. It's very important for the public to know that the strict TCQ requirements we must follow. Every month, we're going to issue the same notice that we issued this coming week, because of the fact that until we put everything in place, including the UV, it's going to take, they will not be able, we need to comply with every single requirement. So this letter will be every month, until we comply in September. And, you know, we have the engineering department on a strict guideline and a strict timetable. We have to put our part, which we are doing right now, the Commissioner's Court, and that is putting all the funding in place that they may need, whatever amount it is. We've spent millions up to today, and we're going to continue spending whatever we need to give the residents of Rio Bravo and Cenizo the water they're getting now, the best quality water that they can. Is the water drinkable? Absolutely it is. Thank you.
Any other further questions?
Just, if I could just address one other issue. These public notices, as the judge explained, is standard language. There's different notices for different instances. Boil water is always a big term issued in our industry and for our customers as well because of the past history. This is not, and I repeat, this is not a boil water notice. This is a public notice that is issued not in terms of treatment, detection, or detection of pathogens. This is a treatment violation which requires us other equipment. If it was a boil water notice, the TCEQ would require us to issue a boil water notice. It's very distinctive. It would also require us to immediately, within 24 hours, notify the newspaper and radio and all media available. Again, this is not a boil water notice. This is a treatment issue that we're addressing.
But this was also a treatment issue for Cristosporidia in January?
This cryptosporidiosis is something that we have been treating for since 1997. It's an industry standard. The way we treat this is through different courses within the plant. We currently have been treating it and still treat it at 99.9%. All pathogens are eliminated from the plant. In October, that requirement escalated to 99.99% requirement. That is what we're trying to comply with and will be complying with once UV disinfection is installed. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
We just passed out a letter that I had received in my office in January, TCEQ saying basically we're doing everything we can in compliance. It's obvious, you can read it. With that said, I would like to ask, so Adrian, is it correct to say that 99.9%, the city of Laredo's water is really good quality? Would you say that our water is just as good as theirs, at 99.9% as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I just want to make sure to state that. Anything else?
Mr. Montemayor, you mentioned yesterday that the TCEQ performed an evaluation in April where they found 2 violations. Could you please detail those violations?
The violations were minor in process. One of them is requiring a registration sticker for our newly purchased vacuum truck, which we are in the process of getting. Another violation, it was addressed Yeah, when you compare the initial violations to those type of violations, we're very pleased with the outcome. There was nothing in there that would create concerns with the quality of the water. As a matter of fact, in reverse, it gave us indications of all the investment and effort that we've been putting in place, and what Commissioner's Court has been approved for all of the equipment and materials has been provided, is already returning that investment.
Any further questions we have, Mr. Ray Sanchez? Obviously, you can reach him, Mr. Ray Sanchez, PIO. So we appreciate you